right, Matrixx and Roadshow supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Pocahontas herself. That's right, the fake Native American known as Elizabeth Warren. And her weird fascination with none other than WWE superstar and movie star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's right. Now, a lot of people believe that The Rock has political aspirations. Many thought that he might actually run for office in this election. I think ultimately he's not going to do it. And frankly, I just as well have him not do it. Because even though he claims to be a supposed Republican, much like the rest of the swamp, he's a Republican in name only. He had endorsed in video Joe Biden. I don't want to hear that you're a Republican. I bet he is a massive Liz Cheney and Mitt Romney fan. Mitch McConnell probably gives him a reach around. That's my guess. That's the kind of Republican that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is. Now, look, I like him in movies, and I like him in the WWE, all right? I do. I like him. I'm a WWE Attitude Era guy, and we know The Rock. Well, The Rock's back right now and steamrolling towards some kind of storyline that we don't quite know as of yet in the WWE. So, Elizabeth Warren's got some kind of strange fascination with The Rock as she decided to talk about him being her choice for smoking some peace pipes. What? I can't think of a more frightening duo. Maybe if you sprinkle a little Michelle Obama in there, we can all wake up screaming in fright in the middle of the night from some kind of leftist movie star nightmare. I don't know. This sounds awful. But nonetheless, Elizabeth Warren is loving her some Rock. And this all sounds nightmarish, so you're going to get to go through it with me. The heel. This is the heel. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat, Massachusetts, quote, dream blunt rotation. And I was like, what kind of rotation are we talking about here? And it seems that we're talking about the marijuana. Okay. Consists of only Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, according to a recent interview. Pod Save America host Jon Favreau asked Massachusetts Democrats to choose 4 people out of a list provided to join her in the, quote, dream blunt rotation. Now, this is some kind of a marijuana circle jerk they're talking about right here. I don't understand why this is even a topic, why they're even talking about this, but she's got some strangeness about The Rock, and I don't know. Look, I believe Democrats think The Rock is eventually their big hope, right? Their big popular vote hope. Now, I'll be the first to admit The Rock would get some votes of some very ignorant people. And, well, Democrats, I mean, there's your voting base. But the point is, yeah, he's going to pull in some Democratic votes. He is. For the malformed, misinformed, however you want to put it, The Rock's going to get some of those votes in. But I don't think he's going to run. And I don't know that he would run as a Democrat. If he runs as a Republican, he's going to get boat raced. He's going to get destroyed, all right, because nobody's going to trust him after he endorsed Joe Biden. All right, so which is defined, this is the weed group, the blunt rotation, which he defined as, quote, a group of people you'd hypothetically like to smoke weed with because they'd be a really fun time. Now, in case you're wondering, this Jon Favreau is not the Lucasfilm, Mandalorian, MCU Iron Man Jon Favreau. It's not the actor/director/writer. That's not the same guy. There's 2 Jon Favreaus. All I'm really telling you is this has nothing to do with weed, Elizabeth Warren jokingly responded. It's who you think is fun. These are the people you'd go get pedicures with. This is what you're telling me. Pedicures? What? Favreau then went on to list President Biden, Kamala Harris, Senator Bernie Sanders, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen? Who the hell wants to hang out with Janet Yellen? Or any of these people, really. Senator Ed Markey, never heard of him, as possible members of a hypothetical marijuana smoking session before getting to Johnson, the actor and former professional wrestler. At the mention of Johnson, Warren said, "Oh, The Rock. Oh, I'm stopping there," she said. "Would just choose him 4 times. She clearly is obsessed with The Rock. When Favreau noted he also had Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi, Snoop Dogg, Chuck Schumer, and pop star Taylor Swift. This is a who's who of people that make me want to projectile vomit. Except Snoop Dogg. He did recently endorse Trump. I'm still with The Rock, she said. Warren has not been shy about her love for Johnson in the past. She said in 2019 she would welcome a presidential bid by Johnson. See, there you go. And if she would welcome a presidential bid by The Rock, that's all I need to know about The Rock on a political level, who was floating the possibility at the time for 2020, but ultimately decided not to run. Quote, "Who doesn't like The Rock?" Warren told Entertainment Weekly at the time, and I have to say, who doesn't love The Rock's wardrobe choices? Don't they just knock you out? Those vests and pink shirts, oh man, it's eye candy. Put your business back in your pants, Elizabeth Warren. You dusty old hide. Control yourself. In 2018, she tweeted a photo of a script of a television show, Ballers, that she keeps on her desk and was signed by Johnson, who she said reminds her to, quote, stay ballin'. Just a year before, Johnson said he can't wait to meet Elizabeth Warren. You can't wait to meet Elizabeth Warren. Okay. All right. Maybe I am rooting for Cody Rhodes after all. Warren also pushed for the federal legalization of marijuana in supporting the Safe Banking Act, which her office said would create a safe harbor from prosecution, asset forfeitures, or other liability for financial institutions that serve cannabis businesses. Let me understand this. You want to give marijuana growers and those people of the like, and look, if you smoke, that's your business, but you want to give them safe harbor, but if you think somebody might support MAGA, you're going after their Dick Sporting Goods, in their Bass Pro Shop. Hey, they bought a new rod and reel. Let's throw them in the clink. Y'all are monitoring that? These people are nuts. I look forward to working with my colleagues to pass this bill, but I cannot be the end of our work on the marijuana policy, she said during a committee hearing. That's because as long as marijuana remains criminalized federally, we're not fully fixing the problem. If people can still get busted for purchasing marijuana, many banks will find it too risky to serve legal cannabis businesses, no matter whether we tell them it's technically okay. Oh, boy. Okay. And look, again, I got nothing against, a little smoke, but my God. I mean, again, you're going after patriotic Americans and looking at their bank statements for Bass Pro Shop and Dick's Sporting Goods and gun shops. And then you're locking them up because you think they got a connection to J6? Really? Wow. All right. I don't know about you. I'm not smelling what The Rock is cooking or what Elizabeth Warren is cooking. It sounds like this dusty old hide's getting moist for Dwayne Johnson is what it really sounds like, if I'm being honest. That's just gross. That's just gross. Wow. This is what our politicians have time for? No wonder our country's going down the toilet with all these Democrats around. You're not hitting a lick. Get your asses in there and do something productive. It's not going to happen. Oh, the rise of Marxism. Tell me what you think. Matrixx and Roadshow supporters. Which one makes you cringe more? The Rock or Elizabeth Warren? I'm still going Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren. I'm still going with her first. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.